All right, welcome back. The way we work and how we choose our careers has definitely changed dramatically over the last 5 years.
It really has, and it is one generation that is influencing a lot of us. Christy McDonald talked with Kelly Services CEO Peter Quigley about finding new careers and Gen Z in a conversation with.
I'm always excited about the future of work because I find so much value and appreciate the dignity of work and think it makes such a difference in people's lives.
When we talk about work, I think we're all informed by what our first experiences with work was. So what was your first job, Peter?
I was a busboy and graduated to become a waiter eventually. But I learned...
You moved your way up.
I moved my way up. I learned a lot about how to treat people and the importance of being on time and, hustling. And it was work I still look back fondly on.
Yeah, my first job was working at McDonald's. Actually here in Troy. I mean, we're at the Kelly Services headquarters in Troy. It was actually just a couple miles down the road. And I think it is that hustle and also making mistakes and realizing that you have to continue on that kind of informs our first, thoughts about what work really means to us and how it kind of fits into our life. Yeah,
and learning from other people. I mean, one of the things that I found was that I learned as much from watching people as them telling me what to do. And that's a little bit something that the pandemic has interrupted to some extent because people aren't always with other people.
You say dignity of having work and also the flexibility is something that I think we're all still craving and trying to find the balance and the flexibility. What's the value in a job that can give that for people?
Oh, it's huge, especially I think probably more so in the more recent generations. The work-life balance, it's more of an integration of work into your life as opposed to trying to figure out how to manage your life around work.
I think sometimes the philosophy of our older generation, and I'm going to say, my generation, is that must work hard all the time to prove that we're working and that we are valuable. What are Gen Z teaching us in the workplace now?
Well, I think it's a contrarian view to that view that you have to always be on. You have to be seen in the workplace. You have to 24/7. That's the symbol of a hard worker. I think Gen Z are showing that that's not necessary. It's really about the contribution you make to an organization.
And being able to measure it, though, too, right?
Of course, of course. And I think Gen Z is maybe challenging the, don't tell me I need to work 40 hours. Measure my output. Let me show you the great work that I do and hold me accountable for that. But don't necessarily insist that I'm here on Friday afternoons when I want to go mountain biking.
We've got these grads out here who are now looking for the jobs. What advice would you give them in terms of how to show up and start that search?
I think trying to find what is meaningful to you, because I found, and I think the Gen Zs in particular, want some purpose in their work. So finding that alignment, not only why are you doing, or not only what you're doing, but why you're doing it is really important. And just try a lot of different things, talk to a lot of different companies and gain exposure.
Let me ask you real quick, though. You have kids.
I do.
And so were they like, oh, great, now the guy who's the head of Kelly Services is going to be telling me how to get my next job, like that first job out of college, directing my career path. Were you able to keep hands off on that?
Yeah, I didn't interject myself very often. Occasionally I would hear something about, a resume or something. Maybe I should take a look.
Might want to think about this one, a good one.
I did what I could.
Yeah, I couldn't resist taking a look. Peter says employers and workers, well, they're both looking for flexibility here and don't expect to be in that same career or company for the long haul. That is what's really changed from us or even our parents' generation. And remember, you can always learn from your coworkers no matter what the generation. My whole interview with Peter is streaming right now on Local 4 Plus, along with all of my other conversations. Tom Izzo, Joe Tate, Melissa Butler, Mojo, Bill Ford. It's it's all there streaming right now for you.
I like his combination. He's recognizing Gen Z, which we all know is affecting, but I also liked how he went old school and was like, you know what, that busboy job, or those really do teach some basics.
Yeah, because we have to learn how to show up. We have to learn how to interact with people, and sometimes those are the skills that we just first need to be able to figure it out. And also watching people work.
Right.
There's value in that when we're all in the workplace together and seeing how other people handle their things. So,
Good interview. I liked
thanks.
him. All right,
Thanks.
thanks Christy.